Ciao a tutti! A Twitter follower of mine recently mentioned that one of the most difficult parts of the Italian citizenship process is knowing how to get started. There's a lot of information out there that's fragmented and frankly really unhelpful. So this video is for all of you who are just getting started on your Italian citizenship process. I hope you find it helpful. This is going to be a pretty simple video where we explore some of the first steps you can take if you are completely new to this whole jure sanguinis thing. So, if you're fresh to the game and have no idea where to start, I recommend focusing on two things. One, putting on your detective hat to find some key genealogical information about your Italian lineage, and two, leveraging existing networks to meet other people who can help and support you. First and foremost, you need to channel Benedict Cumberbatch in the made-for-TV BB series Sherlock Holmes, because you're going to need to hunt down information about your Italian lineage. You're going to do this primarily so that you can determine whether you are indeed eligible for Italian citizenship via ancestry. Focus your research to your direct Italian line and gather names of your ancestors and when and where your ancestors were born, married, naturalized, and died. Once you have gathered this information, you should be able to determine whether you are indeed eligible for Italian citizenship, which is covered in another one of my videos. Where can you find the genealogical information you need? Well, there's about a million sources, but let's focus on a few great user-friendly starting places. First, if possible, I recommend talking to your family. Mom, dad, brothers, sisters, cousins, aunts, uncles, anyone you can think of, really. Perhaps your cousin is actually a closet genealogist and has done a ton of research on your family already. Your aunt may be in the process of completing or may have even finished her own jure sanguinis application. And you might even uncover a bona fide document hoarder in your midst. I'm a poster child for this last one. When my dad and I were gathering our documents for citizenship some 12 years ago, we found that an aunt had an unopened shoebox of my ancestors' stuff in her attic, and the box happened to contain Grandpa's original birth certificate from Italy and his original naturalization documents. In other words, your family may very well be a goldmine of genealogical information. There are also a ton of great online resources. The most easily accessible and well-known site for genealogical information searches has to be ancestry.com. Ancestry has a lot of fantastic information on it. One great search function to use as a starting place is the census and voter list search. You can use this census information to narrow down your later searches for birth, marriage, and death records, and even to narrow down searches for naturalization documents. Ancestry has a powerful search for birth, marriage, and death records. Also, Ancestry has a search function for immigration records, which can help you determine exactly when your ancestor arrived in the U.S. The good news is that Ancestry.com has a free 2-week trial, but after that, you need to pay a monthly subscription fee. FamilySearch.com is another well-known and well-used website, and what makes it unique is that it is a mixture between a social networking and a genealogy site. Membership to this site is free, and many people find valuable information here. Like I mentioned earlier, there are a ton of online resources, but Ancestry and FamilySearch.com are great places to get a start. While you are feverishly searching for documents and names and dates and places, I also encourage you to plug yourself into some really helpful networks that are available to people who are seeking dual citizenship. There are a few groups on Facebook that I can really recommend, whose members include lawyers, translators, people who are going through the same challenges as you are, and people who have already completed their own applications and just want to help out. You can also contact your friendly honorary consulate. Honorary consulates provide limited services to Italian nationals living in their states and can have some really excellent information and resources at their fingertips. Please find links to all of the resources I've mentioned below in the description section of this video. Thank you for tuning into DIY Italian Citizenship. I hope this video answered a few questions for you. Please leave a comment below or visit my blog.